The haunched mortise and tenon joint is often used to hide the mechanics of a joint. In this variation of the mortise and tenon joint, the tenon is cut narrower and the mortise is reduced accordingly. A small portion of the tenon base of the full width is left out to form the haunch. The haunch snugly fits into a haunching recess. Step 1. Cut the wooden pieces to the requisite size. Step 2. Mark the length and width of the mortise and tenon from the end of the wooden pieces. Leave around 18 mm extra wood at the end of the mortise member. Adjust the mortise gauge and scribe a line for the thickness of the mortise and tenon on the side and top edges of the wooden pieces. Place the tenon on the mortise member and ensure the correctness of the markings. Step 3. Secure the tenon member to the bench vise and start to cut the tenon by sawing along the cutting lines on both the sides. Reset the vise and change the position of the tenon member to saw off the sides from the shoulder line. Step 4. Clamp the mortise member with the G-clamp on the workbench and with a mortise chisel, start to cut down the mortise from the middle edge. Use a bevel edge chisel for the side cuts. Keep the combination of these two. Chisel down halfway through the mortise hole and clear out all debris from inside the mortise to leave a clean hole. Reset the workpiece to the other side. Chop out the waste in the same way till you meet the cutout from the other side. Step 5. Measure and mark the length for the haunch on both the members. Set the marking gauge to the length of the haunch and scribe a line on the end between the mortise lines. Step 6. Hold the mortise member with a clamp and chisel cut along the cutting lines for the haunch. Step 7. With mortise member as a reference, place the tenon in the mortise and mark the haunch groove as appropriate with a marking gauge. Darken the lines with a pencil and check if they are in line with the mortise member. Step 8. Hold the tenon member with a clamp and cut the tenon by sawing along the cutting lines. Then secure the tenon to the bench vise and cut from the top edge to get the haunch. Your mortise and tenon members are ready now. Step 9. Fit the tenon into the mortise to see if they fit snugly. Tap with a mallet until the two pieces fit perfectly together. Check the alignment from all sides. Once satisfied, apply the glue. Apply wood glue to the tenon and inside the mortise evenly. Step 10. Now join the pieces together. Insert the tenon into the mortise and lightly tap with a mallet so that they fit into each other. Wipe away any excess glue with a damp cloth. Clamp it on a T-bar clamp to strengthen it further until the glue dries. This completes the procedure of a haunched mortise and tenon joint. Let's quickly look at the procedure once again. Step 1. Square the wooden piece and select the face side and edge. Step 2. Measure and mark the mortise and tenon. Step 3. Secure the wooden piece and cut out the tenon. Step 4. Secure the wooden piece and cut out the mortise. Step 5. Mark the haunch on the mortise member. Step 6. Secure the mortise and cut out the haunch. Step 7. Mark the haunch on the tenon member. Step 8. Secure the tenon and cut out the haunch. Step 9. Dry fit and apply glue. Step 10. Assemble the members.